Hi, welcome to Module 3. So in Module 3, one of the things we're going to learn about is how different kinds of writing tell stories of real life people. And remember, we're always differentiating between primary and secondary sources. So for example, Benjamin Netanyahu is the Prime Minister of Israel. He's written his story. His nickname is Bibi. And so the title of the book is Bibi, My Story. Obviously, this is a primary source. This is his story of his life written by him. And so he is, obviously a very impressive person. He's the prime minister of a country that is constantly under attack, so he's innovative and impressive, but this is not a book to read on your treadmill. It doesn't grip you enough. He is the hero of his own story, and he's definitely very impressive. But and then a secondary source would be this. Henry Kissinger was a diplomat for decades, German-born diplomat, and he wrote a book on leadership, and he had witnessed firsthand leadership. When he was part of President Nixon's cabinet in the 70s, he visited over 200 countries. And so he's, hard worker, had seen leadership. And so this has 6 studies in world strategy of leadership. And so this is obviously a secondary source. Although sometimes firsthand accounts can be primary sources, but this is something I would consider to be a secondary source because it's 6 studies in world leadership. So another thing you're going to run into always in history is historical bias. So sort of just my perspective of Benjamin Netanyahu's book, which again, the book is good. It's just, but he's the hero. History sometimes, a lot of times, is written by the winners. Historical bias is a real thing. We are living now. We did not see what happened with our own eyes or experience the effects of what happened in history. Regarding historical bias, I live near tribal land. And so I was fortunate to be able to attend a tribal history seminar, and it was fascinating and it blew my mind. I have a master's degree in United States history, and they had photos and documents and things I had never seen. So we have to always bear in mind who is writing this. What story might they be wanting to tell? We have to always sort of look at historical writings, with a little bit of a questioning eye, an examining eye, because everybody has bias. So we have to look at that always. And when I encourage you to when you're studying a period of history, find multiple sources from multiple points of view, because then you're going to start to get a picture of what really happened. Or you're going to start to get a picture of who that person really was, because people are complex. One person's opinion of somebody, one person's study of somebody is never going to tell you the whole thing. So I encourage you to seek multiple points of view. Obviously, always read your rubrics. You're only bound to the rubrics and what's required there, but just for your own learning and knowledge, it's a good idea, because there is bias in everything. We're humans. We are not impartial. We have opinions. We have feelings. You're going to encounter bias. So I encourage you to approach the study of history with that perspective that everybody's got a bias. Thank you.